Oh, probably can't play that. Good morning, fellas. So, we're doing the little Columbia Falls, whatever, mountain trail today. We're not doing the whole thing. It's like 12 and a half, 13 miles about, and I don't want to do that with both these pups in a rainy storm. But Gabby's working from home today, so I wanted to go see something new and kind of give her a break to focus on her work without too much distraction. So me, Loki, Freyja, there. We're gonna go for a couple miles. I think about 3 miles into the hike there's a waterfall. So that's judging based off of the All Trails app. It's some of the reviews say like a few miles in there's a cool like relaxing spot, some waterfalls. And maybe I'll do this trail tomorrow alone where I could go all the way to the top, but that takes about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours depending. So yeah, let's get to this mountain and go for a little walk, see if we get any views. I don't think there's going to be many views, only because we're not going to the peak. Not to mention it's also foggy, so I don't know, just kind of want to get out into the woods, enjoy the day a little bit. That would be the mountain we're going to. It's going to be on the left side, though, that we're going to spend most of our morning. But, yeah, little light rain, never hurt. The dogs don't mind it. And, yeah, let's get wet. Alright, so the parking's kind of tucked away. Alright guys, looks like it's going to be pretty dense for the first little bit. Now, ideally, I didn't want to bring you two so I could actually hike, but it's not bad to have y'all out here with me, I reckon. So, not much to see here, but as I said, I think there's a waterfall about 3 miles in, so I'm hoping to get there and then turn around. And today we actually brought some bear spray. I can't really show it to you at the moment, it's on the side of my backpack. Everyone tells us to bring it, so we finally gave in and paid, I think it was like $55. You could rent it in some places to return it, but most stores, if you buy it, like a regular like department store, or even the grocery stores, it's a no return policy. But when you go to Glacier National Park itself, they have rentals. I'm not sure what the prices are, but you could like rent it for the day, and if you don't use it, turn it back in. But, alright, I'll see if I can get some views somewhere and catch back up with you guys. Alright, we're only about a half a mile in, but it opens up quite a bit, and this is the valley that leads into Glacier National Park. I think the first town you go through is called Hungry Horse or something, but I know it's not sunny, so unfortunately this probably won't be a full-length video. We might just throw this in with our general Montana video. But you still have some, flowers blooming, some wild berries and everything. Really pretty. Very Lord of the Rings-esque, fellas. And honestly, the light rain doesn't bother me. But very pretty. Alright, so we're going to continue up. Kind of, there's that trail right there. And just keep moving forward. I think it's going to be pretty dense again for a little while. So if I can get some good views, I'll try to share them for sure. But let's get going out of the rain, under the trees. What's that, Loki? Is that the little Loki waterfall? Yeah. Really pretty. Just gotta watch your step, but very pretty. Also, it's a little bit of rain. Cool air is making the... seems like it's keeping the bugs away. Now, one question I have for you guys, whether this is a hike video or just a general Montana video, how do y'all feel about the JBL speakers that people use when they go hiking? I used to frown upon it, but then the more I've been hiking in like bear country areas, there's definitely merit to it, I assume. Where you have like some sound on. Now, I wouldn't be blasting just any old music, but some kind of sound just so you can kind of like alert a bear that you're in the area before you get there, because you don't want to just hop up on them and surprise them, get them a little bit defensive. We've only seen one so far on this journey, but we were in our truck at the time. But we thought about getting little bells to put on the backpacks, but I know some people prefer just a little JBL speaker, so comment down below how you guys feel about that and what you think. Alright, where we're camping at this week, these couple weeks, is kind of beyond those woods over there in Columbia Falls. So just east or whatever, Whitefish, just northeast of Kalispell. Pretty little town. They're all pretty neat in their own way. Gorgeous area. A lot to do, a lot to eat, and of course lots of hiking. It's cloudy, man, but I don't know. I love that. That looks gorgeous to me. The clouds coming through the pass. And yeah, let's continue. As you can see, we're a little bit further up now. This might be the last open view for a bit, but if you look here, look, I don't think it's gonna break through today, but that sun's trying. It's trying. You can kind of see actually where we parked down below, but you go out of your way before you start trekking up the trail this way. But similar view as before, but still gorgeous to me. I'm a simple fella. Give me a big rock, maybe some misty mountains, and I'm happy. And I think you two are enjoying it too. Even though you got me tangled all up right now, we're all gonna fall down the mountain together. All right, let's keep going. We're gonna be heading up that trail right about yonder. All right, we stopped so the puppies can have a little water break. I think we're about 250 feet up from where we started. This is an okay view over here. Really, you can just see kind of the rest of the mountain we're going up. But good time to talk about bear spray. Now, look at the directions and follow whatever the can you have is. I'm sure they're all very much the same. One thing just don't do. This happened at the park, actually, at Glacier recently, where I guess someone wanted to test it to make sure it worked. There's not that many seconds worth of spray in this. 2, why are you spraying it around a bunch of people? This will irritate the hell out of your skin. 3, just trust the equipment. It's very simple. This is what people do here. Obviously, you don't want to ever have to use this, but if you are going hiking into bear country, deep into the woods, bring it with you. Don't test it at the parking lot. Don't test it in the woods. Only have it ready for when you think you're going to need it and are in danger. Please don't spray your kids, your family members. It's not like insect repellent. This will be a bastard on your skin. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about bear spray. I hope I don't have to use it, but have it just in case. All right, here we are again, a little bit further out. Hoping I sound a little better than the past, where you hear me like in the Colorado video, the hike with Mike video, just panting the whole time. Even just putting the RV, like getting ready for travel day, just panting. But I guess we're at a little bit lower elevation here compared to when we were in Colorado. But all the same, gorgeous views. Gorgeous views. All right, Freyja, lead the way. Let's go. Taking the hobbits to Isengard. Gets a little bit muddy now, huh? Yeah, a little bit muddy. Yeah, I'm assuming because of a little bit of rain, these little trails make it easier for water to follow the path of least resistance. So bring some good footwear, because any trail can become kind of slick real fast. Maybe y'all get a bath later. We'll see. Now, I don't really know how accurate my phone is currently. It says we've only went half a mile, but I really don't have service to be honest at all. And it's been definitely more than a half a mile walking. It's been about maybe just under an hour we've been walking. So it also says 600 feet. That checks out, considering, let's see if the zoom works. You can kind of see cars down there. So I'd say 500-600 feet. That's pretty accurate. But no real huge open views yet. Whether we get one or not, we'll see. But still loving it all the same. Nice cool air, cool breeze, not too sunny. And bugs haven't been bothering us all that much. Just one mosquito bite on me. And we'll check y'all for ticks when we get home, or right before we get home. But we've been lucking out with you two not having tick problems yet. Knock on wood. All right, let's continue up, and I'd really like to get a nice waterfall shot if there is one. Fortunately, I can't really tell where I am on the map because the GPS is not working. kind of leads me into my next thing. This is probably more for people that aren't used to hiking, or they're not used to being in woods that are kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Let someone know like where you're going, your general route, and then try to stay as much on that route as you can. I told Gabby, like, this is a 12-mile hike. I'm not doing the 12 miles with the dogs. I don't think Loki will be able to make that. He's already tired as is at 600 feet, let alone a few thousand. So I told her we're only going 3 to 4 miles in max. Worst comes to worst, something happens. There's a general area that she can tell someone, hey, this is where I know he was going. Things like that. I know it's common sense, but little things like that could make a big difference in some kind of emergency situation. So I told her I'd only go 3 to 4 miles max. If I get there in a few minutes, if I get there in an hour or whatever, that's as far as I will go, unless I get service where I'm able to be like, hey, I'm pushing a couple more miles in, and then I'll start heading back home. Little things like that, little common sense. But all right, let's stop breathing into the mic and get it further up this mountain. Let's go, Bubba. Come on. I know you're tired. That was a long break, though. We'll get something. We'll see something cute. We'll get a little quick lunch. All right, according to the measurements, should be another 100, 200 feet since the last video. Really pretty. Now, I don't know much about berries, but we recently had huckleberry pie, and it was absolutely delicious. We got some huckleberry jam. Now, are these huckleberries or what? Not really sure. I'm not gonna go around picking random fruits and eating them on the trail, but if you get some huckleberry pie, get some huckleberry pie. Fire. All right, guys, looks like we made it to about 1,000 feet, give or take, because my phone is kind of worthless at the moment. I think we're gonna call it quits here, mostly because the dog, Loki, he's kind of I don't know, he's really slowed down significantly, and up until 2 or 3 months ago, he was walking only on flat ground in Florida for his like 5 years. So I don't want to push him too much further, risk injuring him. Take a break up here, enjoy this breeze for a bit. Let me show you the view real quick. Similar to what we've been seeing, but we started all the way down yonder. We pulled just off the side of that road. You can kind of see the woods that we're parked in. So still fantastic views. I'm not upset we're not going further. Honestly, it looks like we go down quite a bit before we start heading back up again. And this, I'd say about 9.5 more miles of this trail. We only did, I'll say 3. Never saw the waterfall people spoke of, but that could be right around the corner and I won't know. I can't really hear it with the wind right now. But for today's purposes, this is perfect. I'm still loving this view. They got their little workout. She can go on forever. She has infinite energy. He needs to rest. Ain't that right, Papa? Yeah. So, I don't know if we're going to add this into our Montana video, or I might release this in a few weeks just as a little hike with Mike. Nothing too intense, but I'm loving Montana, man. This is fantastic. Got a few more hikes planned. I want to do one without the dogs. That's just a long hike with me, like all day. Maybe Gabby will come with. I don't know. We'll see. She likes the views, but not so much the hiking up the mountain for 1,000 feet or more. So, if this is just a hike with Mike video, then I'll say this. Until next time, happy camping.